You wake up, grab your phone, and within 5 minutes you've already seen 3 videos screaming at you. Urgent. Green card holders at risk. New law will destroy your immigration status. Watch this before it's too late. And just like that, before you've even had coffee, your heart is racing, your hands are sweating, and you're wondering whether you even have a future in this country. Stop right there. My name is Michael, and welcome back to US Policy Brief, the channel where we cut through the noise, skip the fear-mongering, and focus on what's actually true. Today's video is for every green card holder who's been losing sleep because of what they're seeing on social media. If that's you, stay with me for the next few minutes, because what I'm about to share can change the way you look at these headlines, and more importantly, help you get your peace of mind back. Here's what's happening right now. Every day, a new breaking clip appears. A new headline drops. A new alert claims everything is about to change for immigrants in America. Some of these videos get hundreds of thousands of views fast because they're designed to be dramatic. They're built to make you click, share, and feel like the walls are closing in. And I understand why green card holders feel anxious. The political climate around immigration is intense. There are executive actions, proposals in Congress, and increased enforcement activity in some parts of the country. That isn't imaginary. But here's the critical difference between social media panic and real life. A large share of what you're seeing is either a proposal that never became law, a bill that went nowhere, a policy that is blocked or narrowed in court, or a real event packaged in a sensational way to drive engagement. And many of the people making those videos are not immigration attorneys, not trained in this area, and not careful with legal nuance. That matters because immigration law is detail-driven. Small differences in wording can completely change what is true. So today I want to do something different. I want to walk you through how immigration law actually changes, what protections green card holders really have, and how to tell the difference between something that matters and something that's mostly noise. My goal is simple. By the end, you should feel informed, empowered, and calm. Part 1. How immigration law actually changes, and why it's not as simple as a headline. One of the biggest misconceptions that fuels panic is the idea that immigration law changes overnight, that you go to sleep protected and wake up with everything different. That is not how the U.S. legislative process works. For a new immigration law to take effect nationwide, it usually has to follow a long chain. A bill is introduced in the House or Senate, referred to committee, debated, marked up, voted out, if it even survives, then voted on by the full chamber. If it passes, it goes to the other chamber where the process repeats. Then differences between versions have to be reconciled, and only after that does it go to the president to be signed. That process often takes months or years. Many bills never even reach a vote. Congress introduces thousands of bills each session, and most die quietly. The problem is that the internet rewards the moment a bill is introduced, because it produces a scary headline. The internet does not reward the quiet moment when it stalls and disappears. Here's the pattern you need to recognize. Bill introduced, non-Japanic and viral clips. Bill dies or stalls. Silence. This is why you must always ask, is this a proposal or is it actually law? Part 2. Executive orders. Powerful, but not permanent law. Now, there is one tool that can change how immigration is enforced faster than Congress. Executive action. Presidents can issue executive orders and agency directives that influence enforcement priorities, procedures, and how agencies interpret certain rules. Executive actions can matter. They can affect how cases are handled, what gets prioritized, and how strict certain processes become. But executive actions are not the same as a law passed by Congress. They are also frequently challenged in federal court, especially when they are broad, aggressive, or legally questionable. Sometimes courts block them quickly. Sometimes they narrow them. Sometimes implementation becomes inconsistent while litigation plays out. So when you see a video claiming one executive order ended green cards, pause and ask, has this actually been implemented? Is it being challenged? Is it currently blocked or limited? What are credible legal sources saying? Part 3. Your rights as a green card holder are real, and they are stronger than social media suggests. Now let's talk about what fear videos almost never explain: the protections you already have as a lawful permanent resident. A green card is not a fragile permission slip that can be erased because of a viral headline. Lawful permanent residents have significant legal protections built into decades of immigration statutes and court decisions. One of the most important protections is due process. In most situations, if the government wants to take away permanent resident status and remove someone, it generally must go through legal procedures, often involving immigration court, evidence, and the opportunity to challenge the government's case. Also, here is a point every green card holder should remember and share. An officer cannot simply take your green card forever, on the spot, because you argued or because you're nervous. What causes people to lose status quickly, most often, is not an officer's power. It's people being pressured into signing something they don't understand. So if you are ever pressured to sign documents, surrender your green card, or agree to something at the airport or during an enforcement encounter, do not sign anything without speaking to a qualified immigration attorney. Many irreversible mistakes happen when people sign paperwork just to end the stress of the moment. Now, does this mean green card holders should ignore real risks? No. There are genuine issues that can put LPR status at risk, including certain criminal convictions, especially those that trigger deportability or inadmissibility grounds. Extended time outside the U.S., which can raise abandonment questions, fraud or misrepresentation issues in the immigration record, failure to comply with certain immigration obligations in specific situations. But risk is not the same as automatic loss overnight with no options. The system is procedural, facts matter, records matter, and legal representation matters. Part 4. A practical checklist for evaluating scary immigration news. Here's a simple framework you can use every time you see a terrifying headline or video. Question 1. Is this a proposal or an actual law? If it's just a bill that was introduced, it's not law. If it didn't pass both chambers and get signed, it does not change your status today. Question 2. If it's a policy, is it implemented yet? Even real policies often take time to roll out through agency guidance and procedures. Question 3. Is it being challenged in court? Many major immigration actions are tied up in litigation. Some are blocked, some are narrowed, some are delayed for years. Question 4. Who is saying this, and are they qualified? Are they an immigration attorney or a credible policy reporter using primary sources? Or are they a content creator using fear as a growth strategy? Question 5. What are reputable immigration attorneys and organizations saying? If something is truly a major development affecting green card holders broadly, credible experts will be discussing it with specifics: what changed, who it applies to, and what to do. Part 5. What you should actually focus on as a green card holder. Instead of spending your energy in panic, here is what is genuinely worth your attention right now. Know your travel rules. Long trips abroad can create issues. If you anticipate extended travel, plan ahead and consider legal guidance. Stay out of legal trouble. Even offenses that seem minor in criminal court can have serious immigration consequences in certain categories. Keep your documents current and organized. Know when your green card expires. Keep copies of key filings. Update your address with USCIS when required. Consider naturalization if eligible. If you qualify for U.S. citizenship and it makes sense for your situation, naturalization is one of the strongest long-term protections available. Have a relationship with a qualified immigration attorney, not for constant panic texts, but so you have a trusted professional when something truly significant happens. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this: you are not powerless, and you are not unprotected. Social media is designed to make you feel like disaster is always minutes away, because fear drives clicks. But the law has processes, checks, courts, and protections, especially for lawful permanent residents. Your best defense is steady information from reliable sources. If this video helped, please like it. It helps this reach other green card holders who need calm, accurate guidance. Subscribe to US Policy Brief and turn on notifications so you don't miss real updates when they actually matter. And tell me in the comments, what's the most alarming immigration headline or video you've seen recently? I read the comments, and your question may become the next topic I break down, with facts instead of fear.